Okay, so let's talk Tabroom. This is such a beautiful thing, you guys. To all my peeps out there in drama world, this is Tanya. Pleasure to meet you. Sorry, I get into problem solving mode, especially when I find out I'm working with a lot of new coaches, and I've been mentoring and helping coaches for the last 10 plus years. So forgive me. And Jake's already got this set up on Tabroom to run online, so this will be a great way to do this, at least in signing up, if anything else. So first thing to do is to go to tabroom.com right there. We use this for speech and debate at the national level, regionals, our national qualifiers. Um, it's a really great program that has saved everything. So you go in to sign up and put in your address, your first name, your last name. If you put in your cell phone, it's great. It'll text you things. Your state, your country, time zone, put in Denver. I don't know why it doesn't have Utah, but I just put in Denver. Make your password and repeat it and create your login. Then once you log in, it's going to ask you if you're a coach or things like this. Click coach, create a new team, and log in. And then once you've logged in and done that and created a coach, it's going to ask you to create a team. And over here on the right side, it'll say create a team, or in your box, it'll say create a team. So you go to create your team. You'll name your team, high school, secondary, put in your streets, your address, everything like this. You don't need to worry about this because you're not doing debate, and you just save your school info. I did that earlier today and created my drama account. And then in competitors tab, you just add in your students that are on your team, first, last name, graduation year. None of this is absolutely necessary except for their names and graduation year. You save your student, and over here I've got the list of recent changes. Same thing for your judges. You add them in here. You just add a new judge this way. So I'm going to create myself as a judge for this team. I have things for my other team already set up. And also things like that. You can add in this if you want, any notes, if there's dietary information, etc. Save your judge. And this is what becomes beautiful. I'm going to ask you also to join a circuit. Just go in here to circuits and you click here and just look for Utah like that. I've already joined Utah, so you obviously would just do that and you would join it and you're set, ready to go. Once you've done that, over here in the tournaments open for registration, you would go down here. So like for existence, it shows different region tournaments and stuff like this. In your list, you're going to see UHSAA Region 13 Drama for 328. Go by your dates. Over here on this side, you'll click on register. When you click on that, it's going to ask for your cell phone number information if you don't have it in there. And then it'll register you. So you'll see this information here when you register. You'll add in this, save it, and then there's a couple of ways you can do things. If your students have a Tabroom account, you can actually create a sign up and the kids can sign up for themselves. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'll give you that information later. But the one you really want is entries or competitors. So under entries here, you can choose an event. And if you don't have your kids completely listed yet, you can just claim your spots. You can like claim all your 4 spots, go. And then I've TBA'd all of them. And then to change them and edit them, I can go in here, add in my students and put them in and say their names, and that'll put them in that way. The other way in which you can do this is to go to your competitors tab, and you can select your competitor. I'm going to select Jerica. I'm going to select her scene here. And then here, I'm going to put in her, and I don't know the author right at the second, so I'm going to do that. Now, in musical theater, you have 4 people. You can add in your competitors right there to add them all in, and then save your entry. And now they're added in. This is beautiful because you don't have to wait for you to get there at the tournament to know what your kids' numbers are, or their codes, or how many people you've got in there. You can change them if you need to. You can delete people and we don't have to constantly be bombarding the poor tournament director with drops and ads and things like this until the last minute. And then any last minute changes can be done by the tournament director, or in this case, Jake, or anyone else he's got able to help him in Tabroom itself. Next thing is add in your judges. So it tells me over here that for individual events, I need 2 judges so far already. So I click on here and I add in my judge, and then my judge is there. They want my email and address, which is beautiful. And there we go. So this tells me that I've got enough judges or not enough judges, and it helps us, and I'm going to show you why it helps us here in my test tournament that I made. So in our test tournament that I created, where are you? There we are. So now I've got events and judges, and this is what Jake's side will see as things like this. So for me, because I'm doing a test tournament, this is what I would see. I would see how many people are entered, any drops that are in there, the total events that are going in there. This tells me how many judges that I have for the things, and what I've got listed for those, and who's where. And then in here, in rooms, we can tell which rooms are going to go to which event, and everything like this. And then the best beautiful thing is then we go to web publish. Or sorry, not yet. Paneling rounds, sorry. Then we will panel all prelims, and then he will be able to it'll section out all of our tournaments and stuff like this. So let me go in here, since it's a test one, and see what I can do, and I'll make you another recording that shows you what this does.